Now. All right, we're all recording. So, hello, YouTube and all that other stuff, and welcome to, I don't know what we're naming our stuff, but welcome to our D&D session. And I'm here with, currently here with my friend Amor.
Hello there.
And we are...
Yo, and everything.
That's it. And right now, we are going to kind of introduce the situation, our D&D event for you guys, because we already started, and it's just much better to introduce you all. All right. So I guess I'll do my D&D thing. My water bottle. I'll drink.
Should we like announce characters, or should like the audience just watch it and see what the characters are?
You know what? We should announce characters. That's far better. So okay. Thank you for that. That was actually a really good thing to say. So if you would like, you could go ahead with your character.
All right. So let me paint a picture, because I don't have any like drawings or concepts.
Yeah, I still need to do some drawings though.
All right. So
unless you want to make the drawings.
I could try. I don't know.
It's fine either way to me. Right.
My character is Silas Blight. He is a dark elf. He has a troubled backstory. I'm not going to obviously reveal too much right now. You guys got to watch it. Yeah, he is 6 foot, ashen hair. It's like kind of like short, like long short now, like here, like shoulder length. He comes from the Shadowfell, which that's a really interesting place.
All right. Do you want to tell them about your subclass and your interesting patron?
All right. So he is a warlock, and his patron is a symbiont, which, yeah, I know it's kind of weird at first, but trust me, it's really cool. Yeah. And he has magic, because, you know, he's a warlock.
You learned that really late, to be honest.
But, like, I don't know, I kind of like that he did that, though, because, like,
it made it feel more powerful.
Yeah, it's like his ability is, like, manifesting at, like, certain times where, like, it's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, I guess I should give like a little his backstory, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right. Silas, he hails from a town called what the hell was the town called again?
The town is known as Starry Oak.
Starry Oak, yes. He had a farmhouse there. He tended crops and stuff like that. Until one day there was like these weirdos in robes dancing around a circle, and they were like, I don't know, channeling something.
Yeah.
Some weird energy came out the sky, hit that spot. They were nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
So he checked out the window. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna check that out in the morning, because, you know, I don't want to mess with that now. So he did that. He checked it out. And, well, once he got up the hill where, like, those dudes were in that circle, this weird blackish, greenish substance jumped onto him. He fell back, stumbled, and broke through the back of his fence, actually.
Yeah, I think you fought it all the way to your house, and then it, like, took you into a cocoon where you actually made your pact. Well, pact.
All right, and then afterwards, after figuring out, now that he has, like, you know, weird abilities, he needed to contact someone or tell somebody about this, because, well, these happenings don't usually happen. So, short story shorter, he ends up joining the Hunters Guild.
Yeah.
And he embarks off to Yharnam.
Yeah, and I guess I didn't really explain this. This campaign is inspired off of Bloodborne, but also a lot of stuff that I thought were cool and related to Bloodborne to some degree, or at least in the stylizing of the combat. And so I decided to mash them all together in a big world with some other things that I had come up that I thought was cool. And so basically, the world revolves around the around the gods and these other eldritch beings known as Great Ones, which you'd probably normalize with the Great Old One Warlock Pact. But they're actual entities, and they are in that kind of god level, but they feed off of not being known or not known well enough, and living in these other dimensions, reigning over some aspect of reality like normal gods to some degree. And so and then it's just like a powerhouse city. There's all these areas and so forth in this world, and that's the kind of premise. I guess I should go on to another character, one you're going to see a bit later. I guess I don't know if we're gonna have Jalen when he comes like explain his thing. I'll just do it now.
All right.
So the next character we're going to talk about is Jack Connell, the an actual hunter based off of the video game Bloodborne. He is I believe a church hunter. He works for the church and has been taught blood administration. He's a combat healer in a sense, and he does a good job. If you all find some things a bit annoying, surely leave it in the comments or something. I'll definitely read it, especially as a new to YouTube and so forth. But essentially, the main thing is that I guess I'll give a bit of backstory to Jack. Jack has a father and a mother, but at some point, his father dedicated himself to work at a bakery, and Jack wanted to follow in his footsteps, but his father was upset, and he wanted him to do more than him, be better than him, and so he set him off. After a decision was made from Jack, he went off to learn blood administration, one of the finer arts of this city, and which would definitely put him on, if he became a big name in that area, would become very powerful in the city. And at one point, he decided that, I think he overheard essentially some hunters talking that blood administration at this current time was being spearheaded by the church hunters. And so he first put himself in as a hunter, trained, as well as doubling in his college works of blood administration to give himself in that higher thought level of healing magic or healing processes. And then he mastered some certain fighting styles and became a hunter. And then the rest is history, which I think we'll make another video talking about the kind of the stuff that you most likely missed that might actually come after this video, which is more of a continuation of the current events going on in the campaign. Oh yeah, I should note that I'm the DM. I didn't say that either. But another thing is, I guess that's really Jack. Jack is he's silly. He is a fine man of science, but recently he's been putting himself more into his works of weaponry and has made himself a very fine weapon and so forth. Very cool stuff. You'll see in a bit. I guess the next character to talk about would be the newest recruit to the team, Varynx. Ooh, Varynx is
got that good larynx.
Varynx. Dang it. I don't remember exactly his name. Let me pull that up. Varynx Nosolar. Varynx Nosolar is an ASMR. I should probably note that Jack is a human, and so the ASMR bard, Varynx Nosolar, the I believe it's called something something singer, a dredge singer. Yeah, he's from the College of Dredge Singers, and so he has mastered himself in the skills of art and coordination, as almost like kind of like a battle commander to some degree. And so right now, we don't really know. The party doesn't know a lot about Varynx, and they'll definitely learn a bit this session, I'm sure. And the last character, which was a playable character, but is now an NPC, and we'll talk about that in that other video again, is Sebastian Farfell. He is a human. Vile blood, pale blood hunter, which is that homebrew class that Jack is also a part of. But it's from a different sect, and because we started at a higher level, essentially he was born and raised in this city, and not say this castle of decrepit hunters that actually hunt other hunters for some aspect of their blood so that they can give to their queen, so that one day they believe that she will birth a great one. Like I said, one of those gods. And so those are the characters, and I guess you'll learn these characters as we continue, and as in that other video and other videos like that other video, we'll go into more detail about the world. All right. So I guess I'll give the rundown.
Alrighty.
All right. And so where we had last left off, the party had at the beginning of last session entered the newly built, or maybe prospering town. I mean, not town, village. That I didn't give a name of at the time. This village of high production with lots of milling, cutting down bamboo and wood in this foreign land that you have all traveled to. This foreign country of Sashin no Sosoku, or in common, the land of the spirits. In this place, the party investigated as they were sent off by the leader of the Oni clan, Hideyoshi, to investigate 3 villages, and this is the 3rd of the villages. On your last visit there, you were also invited to go to the far west of the land of the spirits and meet with the human clan leader, where you would conversate on the possibility that someone or some part of his clan is doing something that is against the treaty between these 2 clans in this land. And so, as you explored, you might have found some semblance of spirit stone peddling. The spirit stones in this area, oh, pardon me. All right, sorry for that inconvenience. All right, and yes, so the party exploring this village talked to the leader of this village, a very young man who had taken up office for this town or village, and had been more or less been very busy officiating business transactions between the very many clans that wish to get the resources of this area, and allowing trade interactions between these clans and this town. He didn't know much about spirit peddling or any aspect of spirit interactions in this area, so he let you all figure it out yourself, gave a small idea of what he might think that something happened, although there's been a lot of monster interaction in this area. And that's why he's been kind of officiating the work of monsters being hunted by adventurers and mercenaries to get coin, of course, and to, more or less handle the problem that has been plaguing their infrastructure and their newly bound work and workloads. And so you all investigated and went to a small guild house that had been built, and after a few drinks, the party gathered some materials, or more or less some bounties, and went off to explore, finding that the job that they had taken was very easy, and they killed a small load of undead skeleton spirit creatures. Then the party met with some other adventurers as they were traveling back, and learned that there was some monsters that weren't there. This didn't make sense to the party, so they explored. And so, during this exploration, the party went off. And went to the place where this job was left, finding that, and with the help of some spirits that they had manifested through a special thing that happens in this land. With these spirits, the party found that this creature was found, well, not found, but which was destroyed, and almost no trace of it was left, as is what happens with certain evil spirits in this land. But they did also find that it was professionally done. The person that did this made a ward of magical runes that would keep the creature in its den, while he, with no effort and hardly any sign of movement, made it up into this area, killed the creature, and left with what residuals that would be of importance to it, it seemed. And so the party returned, or started to, before getting ambushed by some figures that wished to bring them back to their home city, back to Yharnam, but against their will, which is strange because they could have just asked. But these sketchy figures, instead of allowing natural, comfort or respect, they took this serious and demeanor approach, trying to force dear Silas Blight to head to Yharnam against his will. So the party
Major stranger danger.
Yeah, major stranger danger. They teleported away and traveled all the way back to the land of the Ogala, the land of the Onis, and met with the Hideyoshi again, out of confusion and desperation and hoping for some help, meeting an ally that seemed to that had traveled from Yharnam all the way to here for a visit, and as of at that moment, found that they are these men and women known as, why am I forgetting the names? Pardon me, let me pull it up. Yeah, Spellbreakers, thank you. These men and women known as Spellbreakers. This group of people from a place north of Yharnam, known as Banrock Burn, which is this place that prides itself very much on the aspect of withholding magic and almost controlling it with an iron fist, and to some degrees even banning it in its primary city. They learn that these people are known mainly as mercenaries that work well at stopping problems of magical usage in other places, and travel and do that with little coin needed. And so it seems that somebody from Yharnam paid these figures to capture and bring Silas back to Yharnam, which is strange. So the party then went to Yharnam themselves, learned a bit more information, and learned that the previous hunter, head of the hunters, Ludwig, now had died, but that was already before this session. They had learned that from Ludwig's information, and moreover his diary, learned that there may be an attempt of usurpation in the church by the school of Mensis. And so the party came up with a plan with the head of with the current vicar, basically the leader of Yharnam because it's a church-driven city. The head of the hunters, basically the defense of the city, and you all. You all come up with several. They all came up with several plans, but what seems to be the goal right now is to finish their job of some sort and go and see. And right at this moment, go see if a character's parent will come out of retirement. And so, after you all stay the night at Jack's mother's home of the current vicar in the vicar state, you all headed down to Western Yharnam to more or less talk with Jack's father after having a strange night of rest. And in no more than a few moments, Jack, almost reminiscing on his dream from the night before, sees a vision of his father in his younger face and his younger self before blinking and seeing the father that he knows even a bit more older with grays and so forth. And so I'll leave the party to where we had left off. And where we had left off, we did. Jack, and well, more or less Silas, what do you and the party do at the sight of this man who had finished preparing what seems to be an early soft bread preparation?
Silas looks him over.
And what you see is a very fine man with round oval glasses that look very like minimal. He has what would be like scruff, like white scruff, like not white scruff, but like white straight scruff. As you can see, his age is definitely coming to him. He has a very stern face, and in the occasions you can see some scars on his hands and some on his face, on his like neck more. But with nothing less, you see that he is relatively kept in build. Not like he's beef or something, but he's still like in tone. And so that's what you see.
All right. So
I guess at this moment, I'll step in for Jack.
Oh, okay.
So, Jack, after doing that blink and after you finished giving him a nice once-over, as he's behind this counter, almost taking off some mitts, Jack says, "Hey, Pa, how are you?" As he kind of begins to walk in, and in that same moment, as Jack's father looks over his son in familiar garbs, with an estranged symbol at his side, with several weapons on his waist and then on his back. Jack's father's face is not a pleasant one of a son coming back from work, but more of a father coming back from more of like a father watching his son almost tarnish his name or something. And Jack notices this and almost kind of quiets before he continues. What's wrong? What's up, Pa? And without a word, he kind of steps back, eyes himself, like he kind of just like takes a moment and says, "Hey, Jack. So this is why your mother is..." And then that same moment, as he's like talking about his mother, that same mother now ushers from behind him and almost kind of chimes in with his mother says what? That our young boy is doing a strapping young job with beautiful, amazing friends, doing great things. And she begins to look over at Jack, very proud of what he's doing. But almost that attention she's giving to him in this way, you almost see him like bite down, like grit his teeth or something.
Mm.
And he kind of puts his hand firmly on the table without like any like force, but you can tell that he's like holding himself back. Jack, this is not what I meant as do something great. As you now see him like affix the glasses with that same hand he just put on the table. And Jack kind of looks over, who has been keeping his eye on his father this entire time, and like a confused look, with his eyebrow raising now. Then what did you mean? And Jack's father is like almost his temper was building before it stops. You're right. I didn't explain that. But it doesn't mean I'm happy about this. Sure, you can be a hero, just like Ludwig, but then you'll die like one, just like Ludwig. Or you'll stay up there for so long that you'll think you're a goddamn dragon before getting hit out of the sky by just a slingshot. And then he just begins to walk out of the room, and you can hear clattering of more of pans and so forth as he continues to break bread, leaving that statement to sting almost. And the quiet is dulled and almost broken by Sebastian, who kind of comes over the counter and puts his hands together over it and says, I'm not sure what's the issue. I mean, Jack is making strides in many cases. He's devising understanding of blood, I think, and more or less, if anything, he's probably ahead in his field in many cases, especially with the circumstances of his work now. And he looks over at you, Silas.
I give a nod. Well, Silas gives a nod.
And then you can hear from the back, after another clatter, and a sound of now like what seems to possibly have been rested dough now being kneaded, with like flops and plats and just the motion of like a table moving slightly at force, a little too loud from what you can hear. Well, I didn't say for him to go off and possibly kill tons of monsters and go off and seek for glory, even if at the cost of his own life. Greatness will be forgotten. I've now learned this at this revelation.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Kano. I don't mean any disrespect here, but Jack has done way more for this society, this world than you could ever have done baking damn bread. What have you done? What have you contributed to blood science? How many monsters have you killed? How many people
As you
have you saved?
say that, he steps forward and he like slams down like a wooden paddle, and you can like as he does it like, over the like not that the counter, but like a slot that was opened for like as if there was another worker there, and he slams it, and you see it crack, and you see him then move it over before putting his arm over. He says, "I've done a lot more than bake bread. And it takes a lot more than baking bread. to make someone happy, to make someone safe, and I know that, but it doesn't mean I want my son doing it. As he then walks back over, and then you can hear him rolling before the rest of the paddle, the rest of the roller breaks. And he just says "fuck" before tossing. You just see it in the back way, just swoof off to the left.
Gorge pops up a little bit. And he's like, I'm ready to dance.
And then as you kind of hear a deep breath and him composing himself, slicking back his smoothened hair and fixing his glasses before resting his hands on the table on that set that he had banged that rolling pin. And he looks at the amorphous being on your back and says, I'm sorry, but I don't tango. I do different things now. And in that same moment, the current head of the hunters pushes from all of you, also shoving you, not in like a rude way, but like almost as like an authoritative figure pushing through like the ranks of his allies. Connell. Gregory Connell. The darkest of ravens. The ones that you have fallen and the one things that you have done, they are not now. So why are you here? What's forced you to be here? And you see Gregory fix his glasses again, even though they're seemingly fine. Take a deep breath from his nose. What's stopping me is me. I don't want this. I don't need this. I don't want to shed blood. Not anymore. I've done a lot. And I can do a lot less. And then you see this silence between them kind of build before it breaks, and the head of the hunters steps forward and says, well, whatever happened at that village wasn't your fault. And before he can finish, he gets cut off, and you just see this calm figure that was Jack, who has like been teetering on this edge of rage and composure. You see him punch at the table with like almost like heat blowing out of his mouth when he just breathes out. That wasn't for Yharnam. That was for some sick science. That was a needless slaughtering. Even if they looked that way, they were people. They were people. They were still people. And so I will now break this very powerful tension. Oh damn it! I thought that was Jack. I thought that was Jalen popping up because I got messages. I think he's gonna just join whenever he can. So whenever he pops up, you'll see him. Well, more like you'll hear him. Anyways, so this again back into this motion. I should put my phone on vibrate, actually. How do you put an iPhone on vibrate? Oh wait, I remember there's like a little flick. Yeah. Boom. Oops, silent. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want it on vibrate. How do I fix that? Pardon me while I just do this. Well, whatever. I'll just put it on silent for now. It'll be right here. I'll be able to see it. So, as I'll continue. The head of the hunters then kind of takes a deep breath from his stance and he just says, I'm not here to bother you, to make you mad at me. I'm here to talk about needing your help again, and not in that sense. Anyone can do horrible things, but only those can make up for it. And in fact, we're about to punish those who did that, who made you do that, who convinced Lawrence to make you go through all these actions, who made you make that atrocity. I'm not sure if that'll guarantee your mental safety, but to say the least, that will put some horrible people from doing more horrible things that I'm sure they're still doing, and that you set yourself to not even try to stop. And you see Gregory. You see his face become stern, but not like in a no manner, but more of like an interested manner. You've been telling me that they've been doing that, and it wasn't the church. You're telling me that all this hate I've built up for all of this stuff, for the hunters and resentment that I've built, it wasn't even their point. It wasn't even their idea to do that. So who did it? Who? I know it wasn't the hunters. The hunters don't care. All they care about is the families there in the city. All they care about is getting the money that they need to do whatever jobs they want to make a living in this town, or just to keep killing the beasts. The church don't want it. They just here to pray to the beings beyond us, to pray to the gods that they don't understand. What? The school? Did they dig into the minds of the weak for knowledge? Like I heard rumors of. And with a calm demeanor that you can almost hear from this decently sized man. Yes. Yes. And they're going to do a lot worse. They plan to talk with the Great Ones. They plan to persuade a way for power to become Great Ones themselves, and in some way or some manner either rule over us or whatever the hell steps they have taken to crush those on their way to godhood or the blessing of godhoods. Whatever they are doing, it is not right. on my weapons, on my very honor that I have set to keep cleaner than the silverware of the greatest of kings or gods. And in that moment, Gregory, you can see, grab a small towel from his pocket, kind of look away, wiping away the steam that had been building up, because he began to start crying. Jack, in this moment, seeing his father cry, just looks at all of you. And he then, as he finishes looking at you, Gregory composes himself again. So what's the plan, Captain? As you then hear him stepping into another room in the back. You hear the ripping of some sacks or something before the flapping sounds of feathers. And you see, just from behind you, not behind you, just from the doorway into this kitchen, you then see a almost ashen covered feather robe of black feathers covered in what looks like flour of some kind. You see him with a mask in his hand that resembles almost like a crow's face. And you see him, and you see in his hand is a estranged weapon which resembles a trick weapon. Almost like the normal trick weapons you would see from hunters, that resembles almost like a barber's razor. But instead, it is longer and wider. It is longer and thinner than the other. But it seems the premise is the same. And so he lifts the table / barrier that kept between you all and steps forward in these fluttering garbs as he takes off his glasses and puts on the mask and puts on this hood of feathers. The head of the hunter puts his hand on the figure and says, "We get you to the dream and we get you training and warmed up. The plan can't work yet." As he kind of taps at his shoulder before walking out, and before you know it, a lantern is almost being pulled out of an ethereal red ichor on the floor, showing the lantern of Yharnam being placed. And they both look at you all, and he looks over at Jack and says, I'm proud of you. You've definitely done better than me. Before he bows and fades to light alongside the head of the current head of the hunters. I think it's not Lawrence, it's Lucient. And it looks like the first step of your plan has worked. And now it's all up to the going off to, I think, explore their previous workplace.
Mm-hmm. Time to do some investigation.
Mm-hmm. And so, you all pardon me, I need a drink. You all continue westward. As you continue westward at the start of Yharnam, Jack has been very quiet, which is strange as he's very talkative, but he has stayed very quiet, very understandable and relaxed, but quiet. And Sebastian is the first one to, well, comment on this and kind of come over and say, are you okay? And Jack he's kind of like still caught up in that moment where like he's just looking off, like blinking, thinking, but then blinking again. That you've seen him do before he ends up throwing up.
Mm.
But it is far more controlled in this sense. I didn't know my dad was a hunter. All I knew is that he was a baker, a good one at that. He always kept the place safe, knocked away any situations, any problems he'd handle himself. Varynx now chiming in. Well, that was a lot. Yeah. To say the least, I didn't expect all of that, but it's at least he's helping us, right? And he doesn't hate you or whatever he had felt before we had this conversation.
Yes. Now, let's just look on the bright side, and just keep looking forward.
Mm-hmm. And you all continue west, and eventually, after going through several of these plant-ridden areas, eventually you come to what looks like the beginning of a small park, but it looks like it is far overgrown and exceeded the expectations of it, and in fact has become more of a swamp with a hole in the wall which leads outside of Yharnam. I mean, outside of the walls of Yharnam. And as you travel through this hole in this almost 10-foot long, like thick wall, you find what seems to be a simple gated fence that looks stolen and affixed to this whole exit before you can see a path. You can see the occasional patterings of animals and creatures in this, and the tree line above almost darkens the early morning sunlight. And so you all push through this rusted plants, and some plants almost a closed gate. And you push through. And now before you see the occasional snake, the occasional small creature wandering the woods, like a squirrel flittering up a tree, or in some wetter areas, you see a frog climb out before hopping into a tree line. This place is pretty disgusting. The plants, some of the plants there are blackened to some degree.
It's
It
like
looks
kind of
like,
swampy, right?
yes, like very swampy.
Leave it to monsters to live in an actual swamp.
Yeah. And Sebastian's like, well, I mean, if these guys apparently worked here outside of Yharnam in this swamp, they definitely got the best security around.
Definitely.
And Jack kind of chimes in, well, you should be on our guard. And you see him kind of slick over his hair and kind of like rustle it as he kind of like builds up his composure to, well, get ready for whatever will occur. All right. And so you all begin to take a couple hour stroll through this forest, this swampy marshish like area with very many trees before it stops into many puddles of liquid and so forth. You can hear the occasional woodpecking on dead wood, as it seems that the plants in this area are very easy for a lot of insect-hungry birds to search for. And so, now I need to roll for.
So what's this like? So what's this building looking like? Is it like a shack or?
It was called a school, so if anything, it's probably like a school-sized. Ah, the man of the hour.
Hello there.
I have, as I said,
Hello
reported
there.
the situation. Hello, Jack. Or should I say, Jalen? Yeah, you literally just missed it, all of it. That big thing, but you'll see it. I'm gonna edit it together, record, and so forth. So, right now, just to let you know what's going on. Also, did you message Alex to see if he was joining?
I have not.
I'm gonna send him a
kind of
text to see if he's joining. All right. Well, hopefully that gets seen or read, whichever which. So right now, after conversating and having a very deep and perspective-brought conversation from your father and your mother, you and the head of the hunters, he convinced your father to don the blackened feathers that he had worn before, alongside his weapon. And he had followed him to the
Oh
hunter's thing to
shit!
get him training, and to get him back into the swords for the situation. But yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, your pop seems to have agreed for the moment, as he had learned that it wasn't the hunters or the church that sent him on that escapade, that slaughter, and instead it was devised and, well, told to do by the Church of Mensis. I mean, not the Church of Mensis, the School of Mensis, sorry. And so he went off with with the head of the hunters to go train and get back onto par. And well, you all are traveling farther west to see if you could find any information on the previous building of the, well, School of Mensis. And right now, you just got to the wall of Yharnam through several streets of movement, or I should say a couple blocks. And outside of the city, outside of this, at this wall of covered in greenery, which is rather sickly, almost swamp-like. As you exit the 10-foot long, basically tunnel to this gate, you just see a swampish area where you can see the occasional frog leaping out of water into very not healthy, like almost darkened green plant life, and so on and so forth. And right now, I was about to roll to see what happens, or see what might happen. Okay, so looks like Alex is joining.
Do any of the plants seem dangerous, like poisonous at all? Can I roll for it?
Give me a second. I need to do a bit more. I just need to check on something.
What's up, me boys? How y'all niggas been?
Pretty good.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so you also, your dad said that he was proud of you and that you're definitely better than him, which were one of the words that he wanted you to be better than him. So you just taken.
So let's kind of yelled at him a little bit, but that was in like Jack's defense.
Yeah.
You yelled at him?
A little bit.
But like more of like he's done amazing things, but he also retaliated saying that he's also done amazing things to some degree. But it doesn't make him a hero, and it doesn't make him happy about what he's done.
Damn.
All right.
Silas, a real one for that.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d. Or do one of you want to roll a d6 to see the events that may occur?
Sure, I could.
Sure.
Roll. 3.
A 3. All right. Wow, that's a start.
Middle ground.
Nothing too crazy, but something still pretty crazy. All right, let me go back to that, to the share. Yep, it's still the share. So, the party, you, as you're traveling and you're looking around, you can hear the occasional slithering of snake. There are still leaves on these swampish plants, but it doesn't mean that they look healthy. And they are still covering the morning sun, since you were all very early to meet your father at his bakery. And in some areas, well, to be more clear, at this point, you begin to hear a kind of rhythmic clank. Oh, hold up, I need to pull something up.
Watch out for poison ivy. You don't want that shit touching you.
But to answer your question you had asked before, the plant life here does not look very sickening, but there's a path with the occasional few shacks that don't look too pleasant to get too close to, like as if there's the occasional dead body.
Oh, Jesus.
There's the occasional hanging of a beast from a tree. There is the small lantern light of the houses that seemingly have just kept their oil from possible other nights. And maybe some people who, well, are too stubborn to leave their homes are staying here in this darkened swamp just outside of the healing city. Yes, this. There was something else. There was some website that I looked at for this.
What's like the first building we see, or like first like?
As you're kind of walking on this path, the events. I mean, like not the events. They're the occasional figure with a Yharnamite hat or a bagged head, but they all keep their distance as you're walking by. They kind of just like look at you and just like fucking like you almost hear them like swearing at your name and like almost upset that you look nicer than them or something, almost like envious to some degree.
We don't see him like around here.
There's something I saw which was like
I wonder if there's like. Josue, can I ask you something as a DM?
Yep.
So like, is there like a derogatory term for like Yharnamites?
I don't necessarily say they're wood because it seems like they still are in like some level of Yharnamite clothing. It's just like these guys are like the Hicks of Yharnam, and they for some reason have some grudge against like these people in this nicer cobblestone set city. And like it maybe like even from like in Western Yharnam itself, there's this kind of like stigmatization to hunters. Like oh, they're not doing enough for us, so we're gonna fucking do it ourselves. And so like during that one night of the hunt, they were aggressive and fighting for themselves. There was an entire like basically like a militia of people who were like, oh, they're not gonna be here, so we're gonna do it ourselves, even though there's still hunters there, even though there's hunters still doing their jobs there. It's just that they're criticized for not doing enough, even though all these things are handled by them. Wow. Can I please see?
So, Alex said he's joining up.
Alex said he's going to join in a second. I'm just trying to find this freaking website I used to. That did not help me at all.
So there are School of Mensis members just like walking around?
No, those aren't like School of Mensis people. They just look like people like from Yharnam, but like they just live out here. Oh, for the love of God. Man, I should have saved that website, man.
What website was it?
It was this like website where I can
Oh, what?
calculate XP that was needed for like encounters, because like you guys are level 6 and all the other encounters I have built are level 5. Wait, I have the fucking website. I did save the link to it. I'm stupid. Oh.
Wait, but I thought you did XP. What's that other way? Not like
Like-
where you actually.
Milestone?
Yeah, milestones.
I know. It's not that I'm no. It's just like what is it? The way that it calculates it is it uses XP and like levels to like calculate. Not like you guys are gaining XP or anything. Obviously, I use milestone, but like for encounters, there's like a challenge rating and then like a certain amount of XP dedicated to the challenge rating
All right.
per level. So I look at the level, calculate by the amount of players. And the XP to find how much an XP would it be for an encounter in total. So like if I were to like show this off, let me just share right quick. Let me share. So like you see here, it says level, and then there's for easy encounters, like for one level 1 player, it would be 20 for easy. For moderate, it would be 50, 100, 150. And so since they'd be, you guys are level 6 times what, 3, 4 technically, because because Sebastian,
Mm-hmm.
4, and so like say if you got a hard one, 4 times 150, I'm like 750 is the amount of XP for the challenge rating level of that monster. And so I calculated, put up the whatever for whatever, like the ratio of stuff to stuff, and then I just put that many monsters that I needed for that encounter, which is what I'm quickly trying to pull together. So I'm gonna pull you back to that other share. While I go back to this one, quickly calculate the encounter that you had all, like, what is it? It was, you got 3, and so that was just C. Calculator. And what's the XP needed for? All right. So it is still that, but there's, I believe, 2 of those. Just trying to make sure, where is it? All right, so let me just quickly build this together. As you're walking, you again still hear that clinking as far a bit of against the now going onto the road before you into this kind of in between of these shacks on this road. You see a hooded figure, large in size, covered head to toe in some level of plate, with a large belly and 2 dogs at his side. Okay. It doesn't seem like he has noticed you just yet, as he's moreover like looking around left to right off of from where you came from, and you see blood is dripping off of his estranged axe alongside him.
Does it look like a hand axe, or like does it look like something that'll take 2 hands?
It looks like an axe meant for executing others, like ones who would be put on the chopping block that deserve to be killed.
Oh.
I have an idea. I'm going to backcap them.
What?
Would anyone else like to join?
Oh, I didn't hear anything you just said. What's up?
Silas is planning on backcapping.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So you're just gonna try to ambush him?
Backcapping. I forgot what like the actual word is. That's like a word.
Ambush?
Huh?
An ambush?
Or like a bum rush?
No, not a bum rush. Yeah, more like an ambush. He's just gonna like sneak up like behind them.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Is there any way he could do that?
There are trees and there's a shack about to your right. I'm going to quickly. Oh, the other man, Alex. Hello. Right now we're about to slip in combat. You just kind of missed like a very emotional kind of event between Jack's father, Jack, and the current head of the Hunters.
Okay.
And so right now, they are heading west to try to figure out where this the old School of Mensis building is. And so right now they're, walking, looking, and right now they can see an executioner of sorts off in the distance walking into the onto the road that they are coming into. And there is a shack to the left. And I need to make the encounter thingy. I need to make the thing. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Where's the Yep.
How's it going, guys? With the father, sorry for being late. I just came in to work to help out for a bit.
Can I sneak around like the shacks?
Yeah.
All right.
Just give me a moment though. I need to reload this and build the thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So. Let me just get rid of this. Back this up. Scroll this down. Get rid of
What are you on these stocks?
you. Get rid of you.
Sounds fun.
You. Schmoove y'all. Actually, no, y'all are in a good place. I'm just gonna draw a shape. A rather small shack. A tree here.
I'd be like that.
And I got it to work.
And
I
then
can't log in this one.
3 here and the rest.
He was a mess. That is all I have to say. He
It
was a
was.
mess.
It was fucking busy.
Bro, he didn't
was
get
bad.
into the store until 5:30. He lost his store key.
It was so bad. I was gonna cry. And
He
the
was
customer were being rude as fuck.
And I was here helping him in the morning. I helped him open.
I was like, Alex, opening?
I wanted to kill myself.
He needed a buddy for support.
Yeah, and it was only gonna be him and Julian. And what use would have Julian been? He was like so tired that he could barely keep his eyes open. So I was like, yeah, I'll go help, I guess.
Claudio, are you okay?
No.
All
I
right.
just tickle your throat, yeah. Oh.
Este. So you had a spicy este. Why we said it the same way?
I'm just gonna get a token.
Sorry, I know I'm gonna be a little loud for the background noise.
Fine by mine. If you feel like it's gonna get too loud, don't be afraid to what's it called, to mute. Damn, that would have been a good one.
You need sauces over there?
No.
Okay.
You know what? Fine by me. Turn the man's around. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Hold on, all the Shivas. Oh no. There we go. That works for me. No too big, but gotta take them chunky. Copy. Paste. All right. Wow, this guy looks a lot better to be the guy. See ya. All right. So I just had to look up dog. All right. So, what was the plan? He's not necessary. I need to pull him back a bit. So, what you had in mind? You wanted the come up from behind him or some sort?
Try to sneak around.
All right. Roll me a stealth roll and tell me where you're moving.
All right.
Jalen, Alex, are you following suit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm up there.
You want me to roll a stealth for you, Alex, or do you think you got it?
I got it.
All right.
16.
16. All right. That's definitely more than enough for him. What is it for the dog?
All right. I'm at a red light, so I can do this. Unless a fucking cop pulls behind me and sees me on my phone, that'll fucking be funny.
Most inopportune time, right?
I got a 13 total.
Well, plus stealth, I got a 14 total.
You got a 14?
Yes, sir.
Jalen, you got a what?
13 total.
13? 13, 14. Yeah, you guys beat him, but the question is, did you beat this? You didn't beat that guy. All right. So, as you all like go off to the left and hide behind this. Oh no, correction, to the right. You hide behind this. Pardon me while I pull this over. Variance. I need to roll for Sebastian as well. Silas and Jack. And if I roll for anything, I think you guys will be fine. That's what I would have said if that happened. So, as you all make your strides, the two hunting dogs take steps and whiffs in the air and begin to growl. Not in your direction, but they can tell that something is here. And the man becomes on guard and begins to prowl around looking, as well as the dogs do. So I'll roll for the dogs. Got like a what in wisdom? A +2. That's a 15. And that's, oh shit, that's an unnatural 19. And that's a Okay. That beats what? All of two, or no, that beats all like three of your rolls for stealth. What about this guy though? He's fucking
guy.
unaware, but he's the only thing that's keeping him in the right direction are his dogs.
Okay.
He's just, you know, like, lead him to me, you know. Like, he doesn't say that out loud. He's just kind of like watching his dogs kind of begin to head in your direction with absolute ease, almost like a wind gusts pulls from behind you into the direction of these dogs.
Ooh, okay.
So,
How far away are the dogs from us right now?
at this moment, because their walking speed is stupid, I believe it's 40 feet of movement. At the moment of them, like, you know, you hearing them, yeah, they are about to become 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All the above. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Almost right next to the shack that you are all in. And Big Man, still unaware, is just going to follow them. Poorly, but follow them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wait, no. 20. He doesn't go 25. He's a big chunker of a man's.
Big chunk. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Silas,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to turn invisible to try to get a upper hand while me and Jalen try to distract them?
Sure, I could. Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, do I have to necessarily go invisible, or do I just not need to be seen?
Well, I mean,
I have the spell in order to turn you invisible, and
Oh,
I
okay.
figured.
yeah, he has the
Yeah.
invisibility spell.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna use Varix is gonna like what is it's VSM. So he plucks like one of his eyelashes because that's one of the things you need. Twists it around and like starts like doing like this circle motion, and he starts
Yeah.
waving his hand over Silas, and he's like, "Go bye bye, go bye bye, go bye bye, go bye bye," like really like just revving it up.
Bye. Yes, and with circular motions, you almost see as the pigmentation fades from Silas and almost becomes transparent before he is gone from your vision.
Hell, fuck.
And if
That
you want
took
to
a weird
upcast it, I think you can choose more than one target.
Wait. Oh yeah, if I recast it.
Yeah, if you upcast it. So if you wanted to use a higher level spell slot, you can choose other targets. You can choose more targets. So depending on, like, because it's like, I don't know what level it is. I think it's like a 3rd level spell. Let me just check your character right quick.
It's a 2nd level spell.
It's a 2nd level. So
Is it?
I don't know if I think your levels go up to 3rd. So you can choose like one more, I think. I'm not too sure off the top of my head.
Let me check just to make sure. Yeah, so I have
invisibility is at 2nd level, yeah, and you only have 3rd level spells after that.
okay.
So you can only use one 3rd level spell. So you can choose another person to be invisible as well.
Bet. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'm gonna turn what is it called? I think I'm gonna turn Sebastian invisible as well.
All right. Because he rolled fucking garbage. He rolled shit on that stuff.
It would help him a little bit. Me and
Jalen,
me and Jack over here will make some noise.
All right. All right. So
I will be right back. Give me 1 second.
Yep. So as Bearings raises his other hand and goes over to him and raises his hand towards Sebastian and goes, go bye bye, go bye bye, go bye bye, go bye bye, go bye bye. He as well fades from your all of your sight, as that is his thing during this very short time before I'm gonna have to ask you all to roll initiative.
Initiative. All right. I'm currently on my way side. Got initiative. A 17.
The man's on a 17. I can get rid of all these spell breakers now. You you, and you, who almost beats Silas's fucking opening AC. All right. I guess I'll roll for Varynx, or whenever he pops back up, he can roll for it, I guess. And I'll just roll for him. So Silas, what did you get? Is 17.
13.
You got a 13?
Mm.
All right, so 17 on the man's, 13 on this man's. Sebastian and Varynx. Sebastian with +3 on a 5, which is an 8. Yikes. And Varynx with a 7 to a +1. So that's an 8. So that's an 8. Varynx and Sebastian go on the same level, man.
Hey.
All right. Now I need to add these goons as how's big man?
What's up?
Ooh, wrong thing.
Sorry, somebody accidentally put 66 small fries into the front.
Whoa.
different type of problem. But yeah, how's it going so far?
I just rolled your initiative, and not gonna lie, some people are. I mean, when I say some people, I mean you and Sebastian are not looking good on initiative.
No, I can do it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Make this work.
Improvise.
Sebastian's-
and overcome.
At least Sebastian's invisible. I don't know about me.
I mean, yeah, at least he's invisible. All right.
Crazy how that. What? Great time.
And a health pool of. All right.
Yo, Jalen, just now I was playing the Isaac game against Nana earlier. And
All right.
we gotta win.
Let me sort this up. All right. So,
Alright.
yeah.
I might be gone for this combat encounter. I'm gonna just take a shower.
All right. I'll handle your situation then. Well, I mean, you're first on initiative if you want to do it real quick. Or. I got him. I got guns.
He already left. That was quick as that.
No, he didn't leave it. He just kind of muted himself. So he just has his phone out. So he's probably hearing combat. I hope I don't disappoint. But to clarify, Silas is invisible. And so is Sebastian. Invis.
Invisible.
All right. So, Jack, I will now do your thing. He's going to pull out Yharnam's spine. This rapier that is, well, the party knows, but I'm going to do a bit of explanation. Because, oh yeah, just to let you know, Alex, we're recording this. I don't know, I just felt like I could, so we're doing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so. Right now, he's going to try to grapple the first dog using Yharnam's spine with his Whipmaster feet. So it's an opposed strength, and he's going to intercept Jack will use his dex. Well, the dog uses strength. And the dog failed. So now this dog gets pulled over to him and is grappled.
Or we like to see incapacitated enemies.
All right.
Get over here.
Yeah, just as it like wraps around and like almost like sinks the blade into the side of it. He kind of just as it pulls the like dog with like into the alley behind this not alley but in between like the tree line and the shack is yanked in where Varynx is going to what should he do?
Wait, I go next?
Oh no, sorry, no, I was talking. I said Varynx instead of I don't know. I guess I was talking about Varynx when we were. I think I was voicing you before that, so I guess I had you in my head.
Oh, gotcha.
So what is it? Sebastian. I mean, Sebastian. Jack is going to use the transformation attack alongside that grapple. So his first attack would technically be that grapple, and then his transformation attack will be his bonus action being used, but he's going to switch Yharnam's spine into rapier mode. So you just see him grab onto that bulb that as he's pulling it, it tightens and loses that segmentation and becomes a singular blade again. And in that same motion as it's flying towards him, he's going to try to stab it with a thing. Oh, I'm gonna say he has advantage. What the fuck? He's grappled and being tossed towards him. That's definitely an advantage. That's pretty slick too. Yep, that's a hit. His rapier does how much? Because I can't remember. Where's that slick axe? Raging's harness, destroy paradise, human spine, rapier mode. D8. All right. Proficiency D8. Where's D8? D8. D8. 7 plus proficiency 3. That's 10 damage off the bat on this grapple attack.
Ooh, okay.
So that's some good damage, and so I mean,
Barry's kind of yells to the rest of the party like, "That's how you do it. That's how you
do you yell or whisper?
Yeah, like just yell to the rest of the party.
Like, yeah, that's how you do it. Now, even though now it is quite aware of, like, at least the executioner is quite aware of what you've just done. 10 damage drops that down to that.
Yeah, I figured he'd see one of his dogs just yip and get whisked away by random boy.
Yeah, he could have just assumed it was a monster, but now he knows it's a person. All right. And for his second move, he's going to use his fighting what is it? I forgot the name of it. His fighting style that allows him to switch weapons as an attack action.
Skirmish, right?
Huh?
Skirmish, right? I think, or
I do not remember, but it's that fighting style.
one of.
Yeah, so you just see him like after that stab, he pulls it out like in the same motion, cleaning it, throwing it into its holster before reaching for this weapon, all in the same motion, extremely fast, and unsheathes this this sword out of this larger sword sheath part, and right in the same motion is going to try to attack. So this man is going to do some Mortal Kombat type beat. This is going to be a normal attack. Okay, 13. That's a hit. 13 plus writings. In long sword mode, using 2 hands, a d10 plus 3. That's 10 plus 3. That's 13. I think this dog is dead. Oh, no, it's not. It's barely alive. It is with a even louder yip after the first slash. You see in this like slick motion, almost seeing like the lightning crackle off of Raijin's harness as he bends down and slices down as it goes over him, cutting into its stomach as it flops over to the side before barely standing up. And you can just see blood pool out of it in that motion.
So where's that executioner thinking after like probably like seeing sparks and hearing crackling and stuff like that?
That's more of like you hear like. So yeah, that was some good combat. So that is definitely Jack's turn as he's used up the extents of the very nice combo. Silas, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go.
So yeah, I also need to update the map. Yoink. Yep, yoink. And that is, I know I'll say behind him, but that's just for flair. It's right there. He did all that. And that, Varynx, you're here. You could still move forward and do stuff if you want, but you're also invisible.
I'm gonna move forward 1 and then 1 to the left.
All right, forward 1, because technically you can pass through allies' place without,
Oh no! I mean like on top of that roof.
Oh, you're gonna go up 5 feet up on top of this. Oh, so you're gonna go on top of this roof. So that's 5 feet up and over.
And then
so
move.
Basically, you just move 10 feet in total.
And then once more over left.
All right, once more.
My left. Well, that thing's not. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm going to shoot a bone spike at the one that Jalen grappled, and then shoot an Eldritch Blast at the other one.
Okay, I love that. That's such slick. Oh, just so you know, when you're casting Eldritch Blast, it counts as 2 attacks.
Oh yeah.
So essentially, you just dropped out 3 attacks in total. Technically,
alrighty. So
Blast's cast is 2 attacks. So go ahead and roll me 2 spell attacks, and roll me 1 your ranged attack with your bone, your fragment bone. So in this motion, as you kind of like Spider-Man invisibly, you see yourself in this outline cracking out this like building up this strange bone.
Does a 14 hit for like the normal one?
The bone attack for what?
Yeah. 14.
Yes, it does. That is exactly its AC. You got it. Okay. So you crackle out this bone before whipping it at this creature, and it losing that magical invisibility. You have advantage on this attack. Just
all right.
Varynx like kind of just wants to just gets overexcited and yells because he's still trying to get their attention, but also.
All right, 7 damage for the first one.
how much damage?
7.
7. That is a dead dog. So almost like in the same motion as Jack is pulling it up into the air, after you get Spider-Man'd up, you see it flying in the air, and you flick this bone at it in the air, and as it lands and stands up, you just see as it just in this throat as it just lumps over.
All right, and now let me roll the spell attacks.
Now, you then build up from that same hand, from your brand as it turns into almost like a toothy maw and releases these two beautiful galaxies that were at first still invisible and now are visible to the others before you release its blasts. Are you going to send it to target? Are you targeting only this dog, or are you going to target this man as well?
Just targeting the dog.
All right. So blast go. So Yep. Give me those rolls, big man.
All right, 10 for the first one, and then 13 for the next one.
Both those miss.
What?
Wait, did you
Wait, no,
roll?
that was damage.
Oh no, you have to roll for advantage. You have to roll
Oh.
with advantage.
Oh yeah, I got 14 for the hit.
Oh, we got 14 for the hit. Oh yeah, okay. Then I didn't know.
Oh,
So yeah. So you just as these like beautiful galaxies explode and almost stream towards this this dog. Unbeknownst to it, it looks up and just sees these lights peer down like almost like stars just blasting it. So how much damage did you do?
in total, 23.
23. This
Oh.
dog is it takes these two blasts and with like a saddened yelp that kind of upsets you to hear, but it gouts out blood from its side as those blasts land. It is still standing.
All right, that's my turn.
Wow.
It is. It looks like on its figurable last legs.
Figurative and literal.
Yep. So it is. That dog is dead, and this dog is barely alive. On to the next person of an initiative. It is the executioner.
Ooh.
After seeing seeing his dogs fall over, he 1, 2, 3, wait, no, 5, 10, 15, 20, gets right up to his dog. He's coming. He's gonna get you.
What does he do? He just goes next to the dog. He's like, there.
No, like he looks at his dog. He like comes over it and he looks around. He looks over at that corner where he saw that, and he like kind of looks at the roof, but he doesn't see anything.
Nice.
And so that's the man's turn with a panicked fat man jog forward. And
All
so
right.
next turn is Sebastian's turn. And Sebastian is going to let me just come over. Sebastian, he's going to go past Jalen, and because he's an ally, he can go right through. 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think that's full movement. But he is definitely going to.
Does that count as a surprise attack or no?
It counts as an attack with advantage.
With advantage?
I mean, the dog knows that he's there because it rolled. It still smells him.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that like if it rolls against the other guy, it would be a surprise attack against the guy. So Sebastian is going to make 2 attacks, one with his scythe and the other with his not blunderbuss, his what's it called? Ember blast, his pistol with a fiery tip. His attack, natural 20 on the dying dog,
Wow.
Nice.
and a 5 for the fucking goal.
What did you get for damage?
Of course, he one shots the dying
Oh
dog.
fuck.
Jesus Christ. I mean, at least he has a bonus action to transfer me. Oh, but wait, no, he can.
All right, so what's that? All right, so what's the executioner's reaction?
So, in a swift motion, he hears a plattering of like blood drops that like almost appear where like Sebastian is standing, and then you just sees the head of his dog just lop off and come to the side.
Oh,
So he's just like, he like looks around in a panic over towards the blood, like trying to see whatever did that. So I don't even have to roll damage. It had 3 health. I'll just roll damage just to see how hard I got bodied. Oh my! That's 18 just flat.
Yo.
That's almost max damage. Literally 2 off of max damage.
Nice.
So like in that same motion, like the blood that came from it and Sebastian almost like begins to like dissolve what is left of the dog and the same slash.
Jesus.
So like just that upper part of the dog is begin to like already start melting away to bone from that slash. Fucking
Wow.
Sebastian, bro. And then in a swift motion, you hear a gunshot also come from the direction of where Sebastian is standing, as the man kind of just panics and raises his axe, and it just pings off of his axe. He's like, and Sebastian's as he's invisible, he's going to make a transformation attack, going into spear mode with his axe. Oh, he has advantage. He has advantage on this guy. Wait, he has advantage on this guy. Wait a minute. What am I doing? He has advantage on this guy. What was the?
Oh yeah, wait. That means he.
Yeah. So I'm
Well,
gonna let me re-roll that that attack against him for this pistol. 6. That hit. Nope, it misses. Yeah, it still misses. Just barely. Like he's like it almost pings off where his finger is, and he feels his finger like shake a bit from like the vibration against the bullet, and it still fucking misses. Poor Sebastian. That's what I would have said. Oh, that's a hit on the other attack. So that same sickly blood goes splattering through this man as he lowers his axe before seeing a slash across his side. He doesn't know what it was, so he takes another 2d10 because wild blood's be out here. 4. That's 12. First lick of damage on this big guy. And the dogs are dead. I'm owned by 2 people. Jesus Christ. Okay. Executioner took how much again? That was 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. Yeah, so he just took 6. All right. Yeah, so he just takes these hits. He doesn't understand where they're from. But yeah, that is Sebastian's turn. Varix, it is your turn. You just basically saw a dog get Mortal Kombat towards for also like almost like a combo, just like and then
the other one
lands like a as it flops over to the side.
And then another dog just goes. Wow.
And then like you just hear and then so you don't even hear, you don't understand what happened to the other one. All you know is that the other dog is dead. All you know is that there was another dog and it's dead.
So once, what is it? Varix is kind of just, he stands up like triumphantly, like still trying to get the executioner's attention. He uses vicious mockery. He just tells that nigga, he's like, "You fool! You are no match for me. You are no match for me and my friend. Surrender now."
All right. So you step forward. You don't even need to step forward. You kind of like peek over the edge, like of this corner, and you kind of like, you kind of wave your hands like, "Yo, mama's so fat." She passed her fatness to you, and you kind of see him just like. I will see if that's what is it? It's like a DC save, right? For DC what?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Let's see if the man has a wisdom.
No, hopefully not.
Big man does none. He has. He got some wisdom. He got some wisdom. What's his plus stats? And so. A 4. So, like I was motioning, he begins to laugh, to clamber. You see his like his metalled arms and body kind of like bend down before, and like in this deep, fattish laugh, he kind of like just kind of loses himself. So, Any attacks on this will have advantage, and any attacks with advantage get double advantage.
And it takes 1d4 psychic damage.
Oh yeah, it takes 1d4. So roll that damage, and the mans will definitely take it.
Modest 2.
The juicy 2. So he almost like holds his head with one hand as he begins to laugh, as like almost like a headache strikes through as he continues to laugh, and he has to roll that every time on his turn.
He's starting to get a migraine.
Yeah, dude, I had a horrible migraine yesterday, but I'll talk about that when we're in it. I threw up because of it.
Oh damn.
So it is Jack's
those are the
turn.
worst.
Oh my god, I feel like garbage. Movement. Jack is going to step forward, and unbeknownst to him, hold up. Ooh, how much movement is that? 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. You get right up to his face. So Jack is going to he's gonna do his job. He's gonna let loose. He's gonna charge from attacking. Oh, he gained 1 charge from attacking the dog, so I need to note that down. Boop. Jack. At this moment, Jack has.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Jack has 7. And Jack is going to let loose 1 charge. He's going to lose 1 charge, deal 4 damage, an extra snap, crackle, and pop. Oh, way too much to lose. He's going to use 1 charge to make 2 longsword. No, he's going to make 1 attack with not advantage. Oh yeah, with advantage. Wait. That's a hit. So he's going to deal a D10 because he's using 2 hands, and a D4 because he's doing D4 lightning. And because he used a charge, he's going to gain a charge. 1 damage. Jesus, 5 damage total. He's going to gain back the charge he just used. Fucking Christ. 4 damage to the man. I mean, 5 damage. So. All right. And he's going to make an attack with his he's going to make a transformation attack, turning his Raiju's the super conductor into the great sword that it is, and slate it into its holster, as the holster now becomes the blade, and he brings it out with 2 hands, this weapon, and he's going to make 2 attacks with it. That is a 19. Which is a hit, and a 9 plus 6 is, 9 plus, that's a miss. All right, well, let's hope this damage is diabetic. What is it for his great sword? It's 2d6. It's 2d6. 2d6. It's 2d6 plus d4. That's 8 damage. Nine. And welcome back. The enemy has taken 2 attacks from Jack. 1 relatively minor, and then 1 he missed another attack. So it'd be like that. But lest it be known, it is your turn, Silas. Perfect.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go closer. 3 steps. No. 2 steps forward.
2 steps forward. All right. Yeah,
All right. I'm just gonna.
so you move 10 feet. 10 feet forward, I believe.
Mhm.
Yep. So you go across his roof, and you're at the edge of it.
I'm gonna blast them with the Eldritch blasts.
All right. Roll your spell attacks,
Mhm.
and let me know and I'll tell you if it's.
24, not natural.
All right. 24 does hit,
All right.
and the other attack.
Wait. Do I roll for both, or does
Yeah,
it
you
just
can
show
roll
both? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's an 8.
All right. Well, one of these blasts land as, again, you release these small galaxies before they burst into starlight, and just one kind of goes wide. The other one, though, straight on. So, oh, wait, you have advantage because this guy's laughing on the floor.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so go ahead and, if in case you want to reroll both of them, in case you get a crit on one of them. So roll, just roll 2 more dice and see, and take one if it's better than the other for each.
All right, 22, not natural.
Again?
Yeah. No, the last one was 24. This one is 22.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you never mind. These beams just shoot out, and it looks at first it looks wide before it just fadoosh into his side, and the other straight on. Roll me your damage.
All right.
Jesus.
All right, 10 for the first one.
10. All right.
And then 7 the next one.
10 and 7. All right.
So 17 total.
Yep. This man looks hurt. He is not like he's bloodied, which means he's half health or below. And so,
Can I use a free action or no?
yeah, you can say something, but again, you are invisible. So he would be like, "What the fuck?" Well, also he's too busy laughing to care.
Leave now, and you can escape with your life.
He's too busy laughing. He genuinely like
Okay.
caught up. He's on the floor, like holding himself as these blasts and these attacks land at him. All right. So it is the executioner's turn, and the executioner is going to make a save against the DC, which I don't remember the DC. Alex, if you would please tell me the DC. Never mind. He got a 4 in total again, so he definitely failed.
Nice. Perfect.
So he can't even stand right now. He is just like, he hears this, but he's like, leave. Like he just can't. Not in that same voice, obviously a deeper one, like leave. Yeah.
Kind of joke, like very kind of joked and was like, I didn't know you were such a comedian.
So, it is Sebastian's turn, and again, he's invisible and has advantage, and to keep his advantage because he is a good friend, he's going to move over to the building a bit and use his extended range from his blood to make his. Oh, that's. Hey, Amor, do you mind rolling me 3 d20s and giving me this roll?
Sure thing. 3 d20s and
3 d20s, yes.
And bonus to it or no?
The bonus is 6, I believe.
All right.
And that's just his first attack.
36.
30. Wait, what?
Yeah, 36.
Did he get a natural 20?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
no, not the total. That's not like his. No, I'm not rolling his damage. I'm rolling to see which is like he has a double advantage.
Okay. Oh, well, crit and no crit.
All right, first attack crit. Two. Oh, that's no. It's a D4 right now. I'm a D6. D8 plus D6. 9. So 9 plus 6, 15. Do that again, and like roll those D20s again, please.
Mhm.
So 15 damage. Just to calculate that.
All right, 16 and 4. I'd go with the 16.
So what?
16 and
Y'all
4.
meet up here. I did the rest of I did dishes and stuff like that.
All right, 16.
That's
That's with his pluses, right?
With the plus, that would be.
All right, just let me know when that's done, and I'll do it.
What time you staying till?
Probably like 9:30, 10. Y'all seem to have caught up. If it gets
With the
busy, I'll stay
pluses,
longer,
that
but-
makes it a non-natural 20.
All right, so he transformation attacks and rolls up.
My hair's getting too long.
And now I need you to do that one more time
That-
because he has 3 attacks. Transformation attack, slick. But use your bonus action.
All right, so.
So now I check. Sebastian has used 2 of his hit dice. Gotta note that down.
What is Sebastian like? What class is Sebastian again? A fighter?
Sebastian is a pale blood hunter.
All right, 17.
17. All
Do I
right.
still add? You want me to still add the?
Yeah, so 17 plus his 6 is 23. It's just to make sure that it's over his age thing, which it is. It is. I need to roll his damage again. That's 10. He's dead. So you see some invisible force just, and then as he kind of like as he's laughing, but you can almost see like tears kind of come from like underneath this bag, like kind of soaking up this thing alongside blood, as he kind of like falls back and just as his execution is complete.
What is it? Baron kind of runs up to him, and like as everybody's like gathering around the body, and I'm kind of just like, that was the killing. Like that joke was killer, huh, guys?
What did you say? What did you say, Alex?
That joke is killer, huh, guys?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, wait. Oh shit. I think invisibility is a concentration. Wow, this whole combat would be completely ignored. Whoa.
Wait, really?
Wow. Yeah, I forgot because
It's a concentration spell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that vicious mockery is a concentration, right? If not, then that's a pretty good not concentration spell. I mean, well, we'll see. Let's see.
Vicious mockery is a cantrip. It's instantaneous.
Was it? Oh, it's instantaneous. We clean.
Okay.
Clean. We're good. Let's go. Okay.
The only thing and on top of that, the only thing I need is the which is just to say some shit.
Yeah, double check these things, man. I completely forgot. I need to ask that more. I need to ask more things. We're learning. We're learning. Let's go. We're learning. But yeah, your interaction with this executioner, who even in broad daylight seemingly is finishing off people.
Bruh.
But yeah, you all gather over on this corpse, and some of you catch each other off guard, like, "Oh snap!" Like, "Oh, you're here." Like, you guys knew Sebastian was there, but you also didn't know where he was. But eventually, I don't know if you wanted to remove the invisibility, Varix, because you can do that at will. So yeah, after this guy's head lobs off and his body begins to, like, almost his head from his body begins to like sizzle away alongside with his body, which is gouting blood that is getting darker as it enters its pool, and before it just kind of scabs over into this disgusting mess on the floor.
All right. So this is gonna come down from the roof.
Yeah, and you all, as Varings kind of remove that spell, you just kind of see yourself again in like a normal vision, and you are back on the ground, and you are not permissible. And that was a mess. You guys handled that very well.
Good stuff. Good
All right.
stuff, guys, man.
All right. So you guys want to keep going?
Yes, sir.
So you all begin to travel down the path some further. Did you guys want to roll a perception check or investigation roll to see if you can try to find this, or a nature? It's no. You're not looking at animals and shit. It would be a survival. No. Investigation or perception. Those two. That just makes sense. That makes sense.
Alright.
I'm gonna backtrack so hard. I think I was right.
All right, so unnatural 21 for investigation.
Ooh.
Got
Alright.
it?
All right, let me roll.
That's the first time I've ever. I think that's the first time I've ever gotten anything good for a perception roll.
Oh
They're
man,
just as blind as a bat, except for this one moment.
you. And yes, so you. What did you get a more?
11.
An 11.
Mhm.
Even though you're very keen on these things, you're kind of sitting taking a back seat on this. I'm gonna roll for Jack and Sebastian. Oh, so but actually, I gotta roll for Jack to have advantage because he's going to use his spirit.
Mm.
So with a
Tiger boy.
perception check, and even he rolls pretty bad. All right, Sebastian.
Has he named the tiger yet?
Yeah, he'd been named. I don't remember the name though off the top of my head. It was something really cute. I don't know. Well, anyways, to be clear, Alex is the only one that beat this investigation roll. I mean, so as you look around and you are walking on this path, you Varynx, you notice something. You notice there's a small like cut across of a swampish tree. And as you investigate and look down, you see at the other side there's an arrow. In fact, it is an arrow pointing in a direction. And as you travel, you begin to see more of these. And then you see symbols carved into these tree lines. And the party follows you as you're kind of caught up in this, like, where is this going? Before, in no trouble at all, you all begin to approach a plant and grow, like what looks to be like a small school with a forested barricade. And here, you kind of hear a bit of laughter in the distance in this building. But to say the least, this is a definitely abandoned place. Or at least, it from the outside looks abandoned. But you do hear some kind of laughing of some sort. I guess something is inside there doing something. Like a person, like as if somebody is like using this as a new home or something.
Ooh.
How big is this thing, this building?
To say the least, it is about it is not 40 feet. Whoa. It's 20 feet tall and about on outside diameters. As you kind of like look around this, like the barricade, like the wall, like the fencing of this place, it is it's rather big. It's like almost like a school, like a genuinely an entire like college and or small school, like a small college or a school.
Is there
But as you kind of like begin to like walk around looking for an entrance, you kind of notice that a part of it is almost dilapidated in on itself, but not like broken, like as if like it's sunk into the ground.
Like what do you call it? Like when that shit happens in like real life, how like shit gets stuck. Yeah. Those are fucking scary though.
Yeah.
Is there any open windows that we can see?
No, you're outside of this gated fence, and because of your very high investigation, you find a nice kind of bend, like something bent this hole through this fence, and yeah.
What does this look like?
It looks black, with black and rusted, with a cement base to keep it up, but something has definitely gotten in somehow.
Dang,
And,
something just said move and then just broke open the bars.
like, it doesn't look like hand did this. It looks like almost like the metal like somehow got pushed by like a thin something and just like widened through these bars.
There's and we can't see anybody outside of this
From
gate.
the outside, no, it is basically, and as to answer your question about earlier, no, most of these windows are boarded from the inside, or to some degree also the outside.
Okay. Oh. So Barry's kind of just motions to the rest of the party. He's like, y'all trying to have a party? Seems like somebody already beat us to it.
Sebastian kind of chimes in with, well, I mean, we are here to investigate, so I'm not sure about partying. We should probably keep a more serious demeanor. And Jack kind of like, no. We're gonna have fun. Come on. And he kind of begins to approach around, and again, because of your previously very well rolled, you find a hole, not a hole, but more of like a window that has been broken on the bottom at the back. And what it looks like to be an entrance of some degree.
Are there any windows higher up?
There are.
Can I look through them?
Yes, because you can climb up them because of your subclass. You just easily spider climb up there, and you peek through some of these windows. And in most of these windows, they're covered by like some what looks like covers, but some of them don't. You see the occasional figure walking around, holding a lantern, with two others following suit, or you see a strange creature, tall, lanky, and hairy, reminiscent of a beast, following through these areas. In some cases, I would like you to roll me a perception check if you wanted to see more.
Could I also climb there and roll with him? I have a spider style.
Oh yeah, you do have spider style. You know what? You fucking can. Go ahead and roll a investigation or no, it's more of a perception. It's not an investigation. You're not looking for clues.
17.
17
And 13.
and 13. Not Jack, sorry. Silas. As you look around, you can occasionally see this strange hunchback figure in a cloak stepping around, holding a dagger. And occasionally, you'll see it enter a room, and you'll hear that laugh again.
Does he look like he's like chilling, or does he look creepy?
Huh?
Does he look like he's cool, or does he look
No,
creepy?
it looks like a creepy old, like almost like an old hag, reminiscent of that woman that you had like all attacked, like that hag that you actually killed, but she's not like not turning into some beefy monster, not getting gang bumped and gang rushed by y'all. No, she is tiny, dagger wielding. You can even see like strange like pulses, like not pulses, and like what is it, like blemishes on the skin. And as she'll enter and exit this room, you'll see her like go down and like go over these bodies, like cutting them open and grabbing parts of it, before you see, as she's busy doing something at some point, you see another one of her almost like appear just out of vision from the stairway, and just kind of look around and kind of keep looking before she continues down the stairs.
All right, I'm gonna report this to everybody else.
Yep, and Varynx, as you're looking, you see just you see like the occasional monster. Like it's not like there's tons of them or something. It's more like almost like an old person walking through like a nurse in like an old person's home. Like there's just occasionally like that one nurse.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of bodies there, to be honest, though. Just to note, like both of you, there's a lot of bodies. But Silas, you would more notice that a lot of these bodies are like cutting open, like some of the insides have been taken for something. You're not really sure what happened here, but seems like whoever was here left.
The hag's gotta get the soup somehow.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, you come down, like the both of you climb down. You, Varynx, in a more stylistic fight, like kind of like martial artist, like scaling and then like holding on to before you check. But Silas with a more, think Spider-Man. You just kind of you like reverse climb, and then like when you're like upside down, you kind of like flop forward and like land on your feet. And they're just kind of like, all right, yeah, we're used to this. Yeah. Well, Varynx, you're still kind of a little like it's still like weird to watch him do stuff like that. It's always weird.
I would imagine like just this angel who the spider climbs up fucking walls.
I mean, yeah, he literally like just like like almost like instinctually just like in this swift motion. You just see him do this shit. Just like what the fuck? Like you took like an entire fighting style. Like you like are like putting your hand on where it needs to be. He's just doing it like raw, fingers on the wall, just staying on there. It's fucking weird. I don't know how. Like, I know it's also weird compared to like the weird fucking creature that's on him that keeps eating shit all the time. But still, that's always such a weird like it's just a weird thing to think about.
Stranger things have happened.
True. Literally. We'll talk about that eventually. All right. So, I guess we'll go on to you explaining. You let them know about this estranged woman who you almost see like a double of her when you had looked in that time, and it is. She gives you an unsettling vibe. You don't like that at all.
There's either multiple of these hags, or she has access to some type of duplication spell.
And so, you guys.
Would anybody in the party know about this monster? Like, is there a history check? Or
Do you want to roll?
I could. I know my guy isn't correctly well versed in history, but he is roll an 18.
An 18 on your. That was a history, right?
Yep.
You think you've heard stories of something like this, of old hags, of magical women that do things like this. This sounds just about right. Maybe this is don't mind me. Let me just double check, because this is an actual specific enemy from Bloodborne. I'm just gonna wait for this to load up the rest of the there you go. Come on. I believe in you. There you go. Now I can scroll down.
Banks kind of just like blindly remembers this from some old ass textbook when he was getting slammed at the college.
This. Please pop that. And then this. Please pop that. Oh, I also like. To clarify a bit more, I should have shown you the description, like that, like showed you an image of her, or of it. Just so you know, she has like this blackened reddish robe covered in eyes. Like she is going through all these bodies looking for eyes. I know there's
Oh.
some body parts, but primarily eyes.
Jesus Christ, what's her perception?
I can't tell you that. All right, I'll change you back right quick. But yes, that is what you could see.
Okay. Silas, what's our plan of attack? Like,
Well,
we could
either go
sneak in
in.
through the window, or we could try to go through like one of the other windows that me and you can climb through.
How about sure, we could go through the some of the windows that we saw through, and then we could just help the rest of the party up.
Yeah, you guys do have rope.
Mm-hmm.
Or more or less, Sebastian and Jack would have rope.
All right.
All right.
We will ascend the building.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure, that's creepy, right?
That is pretty creepy though.
So, are you going up to like the same level as that woman?
Not that particular room that she was
'Cause
in.
there's only like 2 floors, and then like what seems like there's a lower floor, and then there's like the other side which seemed to have like an actual like maybe even more because of that indent into the ground.
Which room seemed like empty?
There, because of you guys would have found that there's that entrance that you had found, which is relatively empty, and there is the. There was what should I say? There's that open underground, which seems to be like some sort of basement of some sorts, and there's you guys kind of look around, and there is an empty room, which looks like there was like a classroom of some sorts, like a lecture hall, with a window that you can just barely reach on one side of the room, like on one side, which is basically the height of it. Like this entire room is like big, and then the other side is just dilapidated, and most of the windows are either still covered or they're broken, but you can't see, but you can hear things in it.
All right, I guess the classroom.
All right. So you all clamber inside. Inside here, there is this hall. Maybe not hall, but this lecture hall. You all, after getting you all inside, is pretty big. Like there's like an open spot for like a teacher to go on about knowledge. Then the board, in fact, behind this there's there's tons of scrawlings of eyes doodled into the wall.
Any notes left behind by the school?
Roll me an investigation.
Gotcha.
I'll roll for these boys as well, but
And is there any bodies in this room in particular?
there are a few. There's only 2. One at the front
22,
where you
not
guys kind of
natural.
landed in, and one a bit on this on like the path like out, and like almost facing downward.
Okay, I'm gonna check the bodies.
All right. Go ahead and check the bodies.
Unnatural 22.
Unnatural 22, and Sebastian with a. Sebastian with a pretty bad fucking roll. And I'm not gonna worry about Sebastian as Jack got this 18 plus 0, 18. All right, so you got a flat 18. Moore and Jack, you all look around, and there are a few papers talking about or more or less flyers that have been like ripped off of a coven of witches that were inducted into the school to
Bruh.
help with the magical practices. There was the they were dubbed this school
No, I'm back.
of witchcraft was seemingly primarily on summoning. Henceforth, their dedication to trying to summon forth great ones. But here,
Okay, I'm gonna take that because that's evidence.
yep, you take it. But primarily, it talks of the coven being invited into this place for of their actual school, like the rest of the school, instead of this one section of the coven. Like the whole section is being brought in, more or less like like it's more of like an invitation, like a kind of like an invitation from the School of Mensis to this coven to be like, this is the sciences that we've proven. What are the information? What are the strives you've made to summon magic and so forth? Primarily the summoning they're interested in. Like and the date it has an actual date on it, which was what you can appear to be about 3 or 2 months 2 months ago, barely 3, like almost 3.
All right.
I rolled a 14 for the investigation check on the bodies as well.
So you find dead bodies. Bodies are gouged of eyes, which are relatively old but not mummified to some degree. They're rotting. And you can also notice that there is like almost like a cutting open where there is now no heart. Okay. On the body of this dead body, there are nothing but simple books, which seems to be withholding topics of scholing, working to learn, working to further their sciences and access the great ones. And many of the books of them, there are these designs of these weird cage-like helmets, which you have seen by a certain figure that entered the hunter's dream very early on, while you were actually in Yharnam.
Is there any like identification of these people like in their pockets, like or were they students or?
No, they look like students.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know, they just have these black robes with this red thing and a strange hat that kind of goes over their eyes. There's no identification. It just seems like possibly these are students of some sort or scholars of this line of work. Working, not line of work, but like, this school of thought of some sort. Nothing in their body that has been there. Maybe.
So I think I'm gonna have Varys kind of like peek out the door perhaps.
Wait, what's up?
Can I have Varys peek out the door to see if that lady's still running these?
I'm sorry, I just can't hear you. You're very far away.
I was just saying to have Barings go ahead and look out the doorway right quick.
All right, you're just gonna check out.
Yep. Make sure
Give
this
me a
lady
perception
is.
check, please, gamer.
Yes, sir. Oh man.
What?
It is a 5.
Yikes. As you kind of look out, it's strange. This hallway is kind of foggy, literally foggy. You can't really see much except like this nasty stank fog that smells of like old coughs and such. It is unpleasant. Yeah, you kind of like you almost like look like smell this like look around. Close the door behind you. Like,
Hmm.
Various kind of like just like takes like steps back and he's like, "You guys definitely don't want to go out there, but it wasn't me."
I mean, it's not like you can. It just stinks like bad. You don't like it.
Hmm. I'll try going out there.
Okay. And so, roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
You see through this fog as it just barely lifts. At just out of your view, you can see something going up the stairs, wielding it's a strange dagger with this frill of strange like hair. It's step, step, little from it, and step, 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 before it's out of your view.
All right.
And I'll give you a visual description of this creature. Let me just pull up the enemy thing. God damn it, to reset. Well, whatever. I'll wait a second until the 14 pages pop up. I should really separate the monsters from the thing. Nah, that's too much work. Is a there it is. There it is. Let me just zoom it in, move it a bit over.
What do you
I'm
need?
going to share my screen.
Four pieces?
Look at this. This is what you see.
Whoa.
It almost looks like a upright, skinny figure with that frill of blackened hair on like almost like a charred body with these piercing white pupils. There was left of
Crispy?
eyes as they step forward.
All right. How close is that thing to us? Like to the room that we're in?
It is roughly 30 feet away, but you like the fog that is going as it kind of goes up the stairs and out of sight.
Any other rooms?
As you look around, no. It just seemed like it was one and is going somewhere.
Can we like sneakily follow it?
Hmm?
Could we perhaps follow it? Like stuff up behind it maybe?
What did you tell the more? Did you teleport yet?
No, I'll tell them now what I saw.
All right, so now you tell them as it
Okay.
kind of goes upstairs, and now Varynx kind of asks if we should follow it.
Sure, but we have to stay quiet.
All right, and if you're going to follow it, I need you to roll me a stealth check.
Mhm.
Let me see this thing's passive perception.
On a sneaky yeah.
18.
That is it's passive perception.
I'm waiting on that yet.
This one's a 16.
Who was up?
16
Let's see.
for the stealth check. Yep.
Yeah, you got a pretty good roll. Some more. What did you get on your stuff roll?
18.
18. All right. 18. Let me roll for these boys. Oop. Natural 20 on Jack. Natural 1 on Sebastian. But as I'm going to handle this in a group manner, you all handle each other, watching over each other in this high stakes investigation. And you all go up the stairs, barely out of sight of it, but keeping in track. And you follow it. And you see as it goes from the more upright side down to the more dilapidated end. It goes up the floor. It goes from that up those stairs and down and down as the path and like as this like hallway kind of dips down, and it is going down this dip, like almost like as the hallway itself just crashed into the ground from that point, which it has. And so you all follow suit as eventually it leads to a hole in the wall of this floor.
Hole in the wall.
And there you can see from within this wooden shack underground. As it goes off, it clambers forward and walks into this open room. As you can see those two, this old, like you can see almost like four older women, like four of those kind of punchly walk over and are like doing something, or maybe they're resting at the time. They're kind of just standing around and moving from place to place in the room. This definitely looked like not like a trap. It looks like this is what might have caused most of these problems.
Any ideas, Varix?
I kind of look around, look at my friend. I'm thinking maybe. I mean, obviously we have to kill it, but maybe kind of just try to get the jump on it.
And like, yeah, this would probably be. These are probably the only thing that would be in our way if we're, trying to investigate this place.
But I feel like we have to like kill her in order to get any more information.
I mean, you definitely could go back out, but you don't know if another one of those things might appear, and you're already there.
So yeah, I guess I motion for the rest of the party to kind of like get into position and attack.
Getting ready to fight.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, they are not aware of you yet. My question to you is, how do you want to go about this? Do you want to like just rush in and start swinging and stuff? Because I have to make the map.
You have to make the map. Okay.
Yeah, we got time. I'll give you like a extra offer explanation.
Yeah. We can probably is there like a certain like pattern that she follows? Like towards the hallway, like maybe we can catch her on like one of the corners or something.
Give me a moment while I. Now we pray.
Now we pray.
Yeah, no, I'm just praying for fucking good stuff. Ah, damn it. Not dead old ladies. I need standing niggas. God dang it. Not machine. How do you get machine guns from old ladies?
Old ladies with machine guns, that's like GTA shit right there.
That
Yes,
literally
sir.
is. It actually is.
My favorite type of old lady.
Picks up handgun. These are so much better than spells.
I mean, in most cases, yeah. Let me get draw shape.
I mean, they should have just shot Voldemort. they could have been done with that.
It's Baltimore.
Evil shall not be named. Yeah.
He who shall be shot the fuck up. He'll be shot. Click, boop, copy, paste, paste, paste. Let me see what her abilities are. 'Cause she's definitely got to be doing some goon shit.
Right, she seemed pretty scary.
Oh, that's what she does. She doesn't do that. Do. Gotta remove you. Actually, you're gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep you there. You be gone. Be destroyed. Heard from whence you came. Yeah, I like that there. Right now, Silas was spearheading the following. I need to pull up to the search engine. Please don't screw me now. Not a shadow of a spider. Man! Shadows doo-doo. All right. I don't know. I'm just gonna put block and pray. No. I just want a shadow monster, bro.
What's the on?
Huh?
What's the on? Just make chicken and Big Mac.
Chicken.
All right. Whatever. I'm just gonna use this. Oh, that's not gonna work. This might work though. Works for me. Works for me. Works for me. Let's fucking go. All right. Perfect. I say perfect, but this looks scuffed beyond belief. All right. So, what you can see is there's this shadowy being walking across this kind of bridge area, which leads to like somewhere else.
Hmm.
There's one on the opposite end of this, and one of these older women here.
Hmm.
And we're still in stealth, correct?
What was your stealth again? Like, oh yeah, he got a 1. Y'all got like whatever's. I got like pretty high. Yeah. Chilling. You're chilling. Yeah, they don't notice you yet.
All right. Is the one in like that hallway area? Are they moving back and forth?
This is like a big it looks like a room that does not match the rest of this building. This looks like almost like a wooden shack that was placed in the ground.
Huh.
Okay, and I guess we
Wait a
hide at like the
second. What are the
opposite edge.
effects of something else? Little thing.
Damn, yo, Jalen's taking a long shower.
Damn, bro, he's getting squeaky clean that big.
Squeaky clean.
Okay. That is crazy. All right. So, what do you want to do? How do you want to do this? How do you want to start this off? And also, would you kindly roll me initiative?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I
Absolutely.
need to add these cronies. Crony macaroni.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Alex with a nat 20. Nasty on him, huh? Give me a moment. Also, Silas, just to give a name to what is it? That covenant that came to visit. They were known as the Covenant of like the Witches of Hamwick.
All right.
If you wanted to like write that
Use my
down.
pencil.
What's your dex? What's your dex? +1. Actually, this. AC of. HP of. Actually, I'm gonna change that to that. Just put another. I'll put this. There we go.
We can't expect God to do all the work.
I mean, I'm doing my best, man. All right. That's that. And I need to add. What you got, Goon? Wow, that's actually a really high AC for such a weak creature. What's your AC? I'm not AC. HP of like, I think that's right. Let me just double check. Yup. And then out of oh man. All right, sword. Variance with a natural 20. Silas with a what?
18.
18. High rolling today. And the boys, was that for like who got a natural 20? Was that it was
Thanks.
it was no not you. No, I was saying for the roll that I rolled. No, that's for stealth. This was for stealth. Let me roll this. That's a 1 on Jack.
Ooh.
Oh, 1 plus. Jack has a 2 or 3 on Dex. 3. So you got a 4. And Sebastian got a 8 again. All right. Let me just sort this. All right. So yeah, the order is set, but how are you want to do this again? You just like Russian or whatever, or
Is there any way we could? So you said there's 2 men in each of the rooms, right?
yeah, there's
Where the
2
bridges connect?
shadowy thingies and these 2 older women-like figures.
Okay. That left room where the like one shadowy figure is.
Oh, that's not like a room. These are just like, this is like stairs, like almost like there's like, this is like a crossways of some sort.
Gotcha. Okay, and we are at the entrance at the front.
Yeah, you're more of like from that hallway, which somehow like is a broken wall into this mess.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's fine. We take out we go from the entrance side and then go like I guess running in, yeah. It'd be like more like stealthily like taking them out like each one by one, but
All right, so if that's the case, the first on the initiative is Varynx. Varynx, what do you want to do? You have 30 feet of movement. You have, I think you used your bardic inspiration. I don't know how many it takes for you, how long it takes for you to get that back. Because I know it's not like right away. I think it's like maybe a short rest or a long rest.
yeah, it's a short rest.
Yeah, so then you haven't rested yet, unless you wanted to do that before you guys got into combat or before you entered the building. I guess we didn't go too far ahead of ourselves. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. So I won't do anything crazy like that. I'll more or less I think I can see the shadowy figure, right? Or am I still?
You can see it.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna try to like go up to it and like grapple it, like to incapacitate it.
All right. So Thanks, my good sir. As you go over and you go to grapple it, this one, right?
Yeah, the one nearest to the left side on the.
How many feet? 5, 10, 15, 20. You have 20 feet of movement, right?
Let me check.
I think you can use a bonus action to also get like 10 foot of flying speed, but like, I mean, that you have.
I have 30. I have 30 feet, and then I have monkey
30 feet,
style,
30
which
feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, 30. I mean, you also do have your spear, which kind of goes through space and, you know, just kind of like. But you don't want to grapple, so.
what is it? Yeah, instead I'll throw the spear. I completely forgot about the spear.
You want to
It's not
spear
in
from
the
there or from here?
Slightly closer. Like I'll take 10 steps forward and then throw the spear
All right.
from
so
where
just-
I'm at.
So 5, 10.
Yep.
All right. So in this motion, you're going to throw it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Roll me an attack roll. And at this moment, you will not have Rift Breaker.
Alrighty. 1 second. For the damage or just for regular like?
Roll to attack. And
Okay.
because they don't know you, I say with advantage. So roll 2 d20s, choose the highest, you know.
18.
An 18. That hits. So yes, you chuck this spear, and as you see here, as it into the side of this nasty, weird black thing as it goes in. Roll me a d6 plus 1 damage. Also, I should have told you you have a plus 1 on the attack roll, but you know, it already hit. So
D6 plus 1. 2.
all right, damn. All right, let me pull up this thing. All right, now let me get this combat. I completely forgot about combat music, bro. Man, I'm doing a bad job.
It's not that bad. We fine. We chilled.
This is a good song. That's a pretty good song. He was creepy. Actually, no, I think I actually have genuine music from the video game for this. Oh, I do.
Ooh. Silent on them here.
Gotta get the flags, bro. All right. So yes, you just throw the spear as it goes into like the side of this creature, and it goes like almost like some gargling creature trying to say something. As it took 2 damage. That 2 damage, bro. That 2 damage.
Denotated wham.
Dedicated wham, bro. Dedicated wham.
And does the Rift Breaker like kind of stay in the shadow figure, or does it just pass through or whatever?
It kind of falls out of it afterward.
Okay.
So it's on the floor in the same space as that weapon, as that monster. And that's your turn?
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions or anything to say.
All right.
Hmm.
Silas, it's your turn. What do you do?
I run up to it, grapple it, and start shanking it.
The woman of this thing, because you still have to also get to it.
Whatever Varynx is attacking.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is with it is just 10 feet in front of you.
All right.
Does your grapple reach that far?
I mean, I could step even closer.
Oh, how much foot movement do you have?
I have 40.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, you just get right up in his face and try to grapple it.
Mhm.
All right, I need to just check if it has any immunities to grappling or so forth. Oh yeah, we can grapple it. Go ahead.
All right. And this is going to be the Hurdy grapple.
All right. The ouch grapple.
Mhm.
The house. All right.
16.
16. Oh, for the grapple.
Mhm.
Let me roll this man's grapple. Oh, that's a pretty high roll. Plus, what'd you get again?
16.
Yeah, you beat it by 1.
All
To
right.
be
Yeah.
honest, you didn't get a
Hey,
plus. You got a flat 15, so it was just lucky. So it almost like rips from your grasp as then you just kind of grasp onto this mad-looking creature that looks like it's not even from this existence. All right.
All right. Let me see how much damage it takes. No, not that one.
How much damage?
All right. So it takes a D10 necrotic.
All right.
Hmm.
Wait, does it have any immunities or things to necrotic? Oh, is your thing what is it, magical?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, Gorge. Yeah, Gorge is a magical entity.
All
And he
right.
counts as a magic thing.
Yeah, so it just has some resistance. So it's going to since it's magical, it will take full damage. So go ahead.
Right. All right.
And the spear from Larynx is magical as well. So I don't know why it sounded like you flipped like a pot.
All right,
it's
so 8
$20
damage,
right now.
and then I'm going to force it to make a Constitution save.
Wait, so
And
how much damage did you do?
8 damage.
8 damage? All right, let me just put that up there.
Mhm.
8. That's and so you're gonna force it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage. With disadvantage. With disadvantage. Yep, it's still got a 4 anyways. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, it definitely fails. It's and it had a -1 too, so it was a
Oh,
3.
geez. Okay. All right, let me roll then. Okay, that's good. All right, 3 damage. 3.
3 damage.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, I don't have mics too, bruh. 3 damage.
Yep.
It falls limp in your grasp.
What the?
It's really weak, but it's hard to it's hard to hit. But because you grappled it, it didn't matter.
Gotcha.
I mean, it just like died off of like passive abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you grasp this creature, and in your hands, you're like as you like almost like stab into it with gorge, it just kind of and just fade, and it's almost like melts in your hand into a black goo.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just look at Varings and just like shrug.
it's like all right.
I
So is that your
whisper over
turn?
to wash his
That's my turn.
wash his hands afterwards.
You can also use Eldritch Blast because if you
Oh yeah, I got I still have my attack actions.
Hmm?
I still have my attack actions.
Yeah, the other one.
I'll just hold it for now.
All right, so you're gonna hold
In
an
case
action.
like any
All right.
yeah, in case like any like I don't know creature just comes out of nowhere. I'm
All
not sure.
right. All right. Next turn is the Witches of Hamwick. So let me move these figures. Oh snap! I need a roll for their fucking their lair. Sorry, I forgot about this completely. It's got a 9. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's their lair ability activates after their turn. So let me just add that. Quick. Has no AC, no thing. Safe. It's 9, gamer. Sorry. Sort. All right. So you see these two estranged women. What are they gonna do? Diddly-dee-doo. All right. So I need to roll a d6. No, I need to flip a coin to see if whichever happens with that. Oh shit! All right. So this Witch of Hemwick, I need to flip a coin to see if when she gets her ability back. That's a tails. So the 6 turns from now, she can do that again. And so you see as she raises her hands from this hunched position and kind of like moves her body as some of that like coming from her body, almost like oozing out of her, not like off of her body, but from like almost from her feet. 2 plots of darkness appear as copy. Haste. Shit, hold up, I can't. Paste. Paste. As from 20 feet from her, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 5.
Did you make another stock list?
20.
Did you make... Okay.
She summons forth these other thingies, and that's its turn because that was an action. And the other one
What is it?
is going to.
My ride's gonna start coming at 9:30. So whatever else you need, you can let me know.
You have to come inside.
I said my ride's coming at 9:30. So if you
Holy shit! Okay,
need anything else, okay?
she would definitely have to go through. So like after killing one of the things.
Okay.
Silas,
there's
the other
gonna be a
one
little
in the room, you see as she raises her hands and she is going to a target within 30 feet. Okay. 30 feet. How far? How much movement do they have? 30 feet. Oh, okay. 30 feet. 30 moving.
30 steppers.
Yeah, that's more than enough. 5, 10, 15, 20. Silas has.
Can I shoot it?
Oh, you're gonna use it as a reaction?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let me roll.
No, the door is not locked. That's not locked.
Oh,
All right. 16 and 18 to hit.
Oh no, it's only one attack because you used the other grapple.
Oh no, but Eldritch Blast shoots out 2.
Oh,
Blast.
you're right. You use Eldritch Blast. Smart. You're smart. So what'd you get on each attack?
One is 16, one is 18.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Oh, thank you.
And, ooh.
Yeah, you want to go up my kid?
All right, 15 total.
15 total. All right. All right, so these two blasts, as you see her turn to you, like almost like raise her hand into you at first, but these two blasts land, but she like almost takes them before she raises her hand while the other one holds her dagger. As I need you to roll a, what is it? A dexterity saving throw.
All right.
I know you're good at them, but she's still gonna do it because you try to like do all that and you attacked her.
Mm-hmm.
You beat a 15.
Damn.
You failed?
Yeah.
Bruh, that's a first. Well, not a first, but like, you know.
Does my AC have anything to do with this?
No.
Nah.
It's not an attack. This is a DC save. So you have to try to get out of the way of this. But as you like finish your blasts, you see like some purplish light begins to like fold around you before it grasps you before you can react. And
Do I take any
you
damage?
are immobilized for 2 rounds.
For how many? 2?
For 2 of your turns, you're immobilized.
Right.
And you cannot make a save. This is like flat immobilized.
Just as a question, I can't help him from this.
And not unless you have like, oh wait, no, you use your.
What about
You held an action. You held an action no more. I was gonna say you could have used your. I think you have counterspell as from your abilities.
Yes, I was actually planning on using that in the future.
Yeah, but already got
Yeah.
You have counter spell?
Yeah, he has counterspell as a part of his what is it, invocation?
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so fucking fire.
Yeah. Warlocks are crazy, bro. I'd be even crazier if he was like, doubling as a sorcerer too, where he's like, I get energy from this, and when I cast spells that are actual
Right.
levels. Actually,
The
I don't
Sorlock.
even use an actual like leveled spell yet. I don't think.
That's the Sorlock, right? Jalen be talking about it to me.
I know like warlocks don't get a lot of spell slots though.
Nah. That's kind of low.
Anyways, you are immobilized for 2 of your turns.
All right. So how do reactions like face into
So
this?
how reactions work is if you didn't like save, like holding an action is a reaction. Like basically it's an action you turn into a reaction and like have like a condition. Like if an enemy approaches you, you blast them with Eldritch Blast. Then you make the attacks when the condition is met. If the condition isn't met, then it's just your turn and you can say you do something else or change the condition as an action for your reaction. Or if you already have reactions, you only have one reaction when it's not your turn. So say if something was coming close to you and you wanted to attack it, you can, because like if it's within range, it'll use your reaction to attack. Wait, no, that's not a reaction. That's just like if you enter and exit an enemy's thing, that's just a free like it's something you can do. But a reaction is like say if you have an ability that allows you to up your AC or use counterspell because counterspell is a reaction spell. Well, that happens. You just like be like, all right, I'm going to use my reaction to do this, but if you hold an action, it would turn your action into a reaction. So in this case, I mean, this isn't like I'm not sure if this is official stuff because like whatever, but like I'm gonna say it is because that makes sense.
Right. That makes perfect sense to me. All right.
So you got some damage in there, so can't say you didn't do nothing. But yeah, that is its turn. And now it is the turn of the lair. As you feel the building change slightly as a thick fog rolls in. And any attacks that are within that are outside of 10 feet, so basically if they're not like you're not like hitting them with a spear or something.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like, so basically if you did get out of this, Yeah. So basically, like, there's a fog of like a fog fills this room, and yeah, disadvantage on attacks with ranged weapons essentially, unless you're doing it point blank
All right.
or like at a slight distance, which is like 10 feet. And so the other witch will use its other part of this lair action to first or second of the spell. All right. The other one is going to use hold person. So I need to pull that spell up.
Hold person.
Yep. So, Bearings, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw or you will become paralyzed. And the DC is what the fuck is the Witch of Hamwick spellcasting thing? Oh, it's an intelligence, so it's a +4, an 8 +4 plus his proficiency, which I think is like, I don't know, probably like 4. Or 2. Whatever. Yeah, 4 probably. So 4 + 4. You have to beat, no, not 18. You have to beat a 17.
Have to beat a 17 with a wisdom
Or
saving
wisdom.
throw?
Wisdom saving throw, yep. Or
I fail. 13.
damn. So yes, you see her raise her hand, like this other one in the back that had just finished summoning those ones. You see it raise its hand as it grasps barely, and your body tenses up, and you kind of just like are stuck where you're standing by your own body tensing.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Yeah,
Just as a question for a future turn, is my mouth also paralyzed or?
yes, it is like your body.
Okay. Cool.
You can make noises, but you can't it's like not like it's like your muscles on the outside are like tensing up and like think about like a Charlie horse, but for your whole body.
Oh, fuck that. Okay. Cool.
That sounds fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. That is its turn, and it is Sebastian's turn. Let me just pull up the map for me's. Sebastian is going to come through this. Whoa, Control Z. That's bloodhonkers. Anyways, 5, 10, 15. That was easy. Sebastian, seeing this creature, is going to kick its ass. All right. Roll an attack. 12 + 6 is an 18, and its AC is a 15. Yeah, that's a hit. So.
Sebastian.
7 + 6. That's 13. My. How the damage is damage. Then second attack. Critical fail! At least no one's around, so. And then transformation. Oh, that was his transformation attack. This is his transformation attack. 11 + 6. That's a hit. And so it's going to be 2 d10s for damage. 1 d10. All right, there we go. That is Sebastian's turn. As now, it is the Mad One's turns. All right. So I can move how much? 30 to the map. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These are not smart enough to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not smart enough to run. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh no, 30. There we go. All right. That's their turn. Wait, let me just double check they don't have some special ability. Okay. So, yeah, that's their turn. They didn't do much. There is Jack's turn.
Woo! Hell yeah.
As Jack has 5, 10, 15, 20. More than enough. So, Jack is going to come in and he is going to sauce up this thing. He's going to burn a charge on Raijins to deal an additional d4 of damage. So, d4. Six. Okay, so d4 with a plus 20 attack. So I'm going to attack this creature. 16. Yikes. So he misses. He misses hard. He's going to then transformation attack. 6. That's enough. So 2d6 plus 4. $12 damage against this creature. And that's the second attack. Jesus is gonna die. He's gonna make a final attack. 17. 2. It misses. Oh, damn. Yeah, this creature is on the verge of death, and that's Jack's turn. Varix, it's your turn. You have to roll a wisdom saving throw to free yourself of hold person. And the DC is like, I think it was a 17.
Yep, still not. 11.
Yep, all right. You are not free of it. And that is your turn. The highest initiative fucking gets held person. Blight. I mean, Silas, your turn is skipped. You have one more turn. On your next turn, you will be freed.
All right. Would I have to break out of it or no?
Nope, you can't. This is a
No. I mean next turn. Like, will I have to roll against it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So Wait, no, actually, you have one more. Sorry, not next turn. You're not freed. Next turn, the turn after next turn, you're freed.
Okay.
That's Silas. The witches are going to now. Is going to try to stab Sebastian. My boy, my boy.
No, no, trash.
That is not a lot of damage. I'm not going to lie.
It's always doing trash.
That's if it
Ah,
hit
basura.
me.
We only like poke him for what, like 2 damage or something?
13 plus 4. It's
What the hell?
D4, 3 damage.
Huh. Okay.
It ain't a lot, but it's something, which is still a problem.
I mean, it's bad if it piles up.
Yeah. Or if you're grappled,
Yeah.
because then it's an automatic crit.
Yeah.
No, not grapple. More like if you're held.
We don't have large cups. That's the only thing I couldn't find.
All right. All right. So now, after Sebastian just got janked, it's time for the wacky land building that you're in to do a weird thing.
Wacky waving inflatable two men.
No, so that can't be done. That's our done. Oh, I didn't do the other witches move turn. Shit. Pardon me.
Trash. You just finished. I'll see your flies
What?
now.
Not even 10. 10, 20, 25, 30.
I got shot.
I think it's 30. 40 ladies, yeah. I'll be back. I gotta go take out a dog apparently, even though it's not time. So I'll just pause this.
All right, dude.
All right, back in the mix. Ew. Man, these creatures are nasty.
Fuck.
Removed. And then what is it called?
The witches.
Yeah, the witches are going to use their lair action. One of them is going to teleport within 40 feet of this abode.
Or within 40 feet of the home.
Of this abode.
Mm.
So this one is going to teleport up here to Silas. All right. That is their turn. Now it is Sebastian's turn. And Sebastian was just stabbed.
Sebastian with this what, sir?
Sebastian is going to move here. Well, actually, he's going to move
Okay,
here.
dude.
And he's going to attack this, which I believe is really weak. Yeah,
I
it's
got
going to die.
Oh. What you niggas want?
Yo, I work for George too. What's up?
Shut up. Yeah, what do you want?
Can I have a large fry and then a lemonade?
16, which hits,
That's it?
and he's still in scythe mode, so it's 2d10, and that's a dead creature. 0. With his second attack, Sebastian is going to turn around and hit the other one. Which he easily does. So this one is dead. And he's going to attack this, dealing 6 damage. And that'll be Sebastian's turn. As now it is the
Probably because they're the ones causing it, maybe?
I think I'm coming out.
Oh, I didn't.
I thought there was one.
Sebastian, not Sebastian as
Oh yeah, they're fast.
this little one, not little one, it's just mad one, will approach and will attack Sebastian. Rolling for 15, which is more than enough to hit. As natural 20, dealing a it's a d6 plus 3. That's 9 damage. And Sebastian needs to roll a wisdom saving throw, which he has proficiency in. Sorry, I cannot see it. And he fails, taking
I can do it both ways.
4 off of his wisdom. Taking 3 off of his wisdom. What's Sebastian's wisdom score? It is a 4. So that goes down to 11. Sebastian with a wisdom score of 11 at the moment. All right. That is that one. That is that one's turn. There's this one. 5, 10, 15, like 5, 10, 15, 20. Skip over 25. Silas is going to be attacked, which is an automatic hit. He's going to take a d6. Damn it. Sebastian needs to get... Oh, what happened to Pharynx? Snap, crackle, pop. Well, I guess we can just wait. Or I'll just pause until then. So yeah, you just...
How much damage did I take?
Yeah, you just failed that wisdom saving throw, so... And it is reduced by 4. Your wisdom's not score, but your stat. So once that gets to 0, you will be like, I think, paralyzed. Let me see the thing again.
Wait, what? Once my wisdom reaches 0?
Yeah, once your wisdom reaches 0, you can't see any other creature and you're stunned until the wisdom score is no longer 0.
Bruh.
And Yeah, shit sucks.
Wait, so did I take any damage?
Oh yeah, you took 6 damage.
6? All right.
Yeah. No, actually, you took 3 damage. It seems.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, that puts me back to what I originally was before. All right.
All right. So after that attack,
We never rested, right? Before this?
no.
Okay.
Um,
My health.
but you didn't take damage from that last combat, anyways.
No.
And you did rest that one night from the previous session, so you do have full health at this point. Well, not after
Okay,
that.
minus 3.
Huh?
Minus 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
minus 3 now. And so after the mad ones, it is Jack's turn. Jack is going to come up, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and is going to roll attacks against this creature. 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 plus 6, 17. That hits. That's 2d4. I mean 2d6 plus 1d4. And now this effect is over. Well, not, and that's after it's over after this turn. So 3, 5, 8 damage. I think it's dead. 8 damage, 8 whammage, 8 slammage. Oh yeah, that thing's hella murked. 0 HP, and this creature dissolves into this black liquid below you, which is on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Jack is going to so this is dead. He's going to make the rest of his movement down 1 more, and he's going to attack this witch, which is, I believe, this was the first witch. No, this is the second witch, because it was there and teleported up there after attacking Sebastian. Yeah, and this is the first witch. That's the second witch. All right. So I need to roll another attack, another 2 attacks. Correction. Actually, no. It'd be no. He's gonna. I know what Silas is gonna do. Not Silas. Jack. Jack is going to. He's going to make a grapple with Yharnam's spine, which gives him his dex to that grapple. Creature got a 5. Where's his dice? He got a 5, and he got a 16. Grappled.
No.
Yep, so it is grappled. Yep. So he has it grappled. That's his transformation attack. And now Jack is going to use his skirmish ability to bring forth his boomstick and use its charges. I need to pull up his character sheet to get this correct. I need to pull up Blunderbuss. Okay. That's a +2 to hit and damage. And I'm going to burn 2 stacks. Which is a little... Oh, we can't use it. Never mind. Because yes, he has 2 hands and he's using 1. So we cannot use Boomstick. Instead, he's going to summon, he's going to pull forth, after switching off, he's going to pull out Raijin in longsword mode with 1 hand and use it to damage for a d8. Ooh. A d8, a d8, d8, d8. Yeah, d8 because he still has lightning damage. d8. And he has advantage, so he needs to make another transformation attack. 13 plus thing is 2. 3 damage. No, not a lot. Not a lot in that one. All right. It is the top of the order, Varynx's turn, and Varynx isn't specifically here at the moment, so I'll play him off.
All right.
He's got to roll a wisdom saving throw to free himself of hold person. I was cocked. I can't see. That's cocked again. Shit. I think that would have been a 16, but damn. 19. You know, it just got better with all those cocks. That's fucking sick. 19, he's freed of this grapple, of this whole person. You see him just kind of, it's like he freshes out his muscles as he pulls out his crossbow. And fires at this witch here, which is the first witch. Oh, dang. Actually, he can't do that because he had disadvantage. Well, he can, but I mean, risky. 5, 10, 15. Yep. Varynx is going to use grapple on this creature, which is also an attack. So he beat it, and so it also hits. So he's going to take a. It's going to be a d6 damage, 6 damage applied. I think it's dead. Oh snap! What am I doing? 6 damage. Oh no, it's not. It's almost halved, so it's not much HP. And so it is weakened and grappled. That's Varynx's turn. It is now your turn, Silas. As you can feel.
I'm still paralyzed, all right?
Yeah, you're still grappled essentially.
Yeah, grapple.
But yeah, you're still immobilized. But you feel it becoming weak because it's about to give up.
All right.
It is the.
Silas is just biding his time, waiting.
Yeah, that is it is the Witches of Hamwick's turn. The first one is going to make an attack on not Varynx, on Jack. 14 plus 4 is an 18 that hits. Wait, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because Sebastian. Oh wait, no, he can't use his reaction because he uses bonus action to use a multi-attack. He uses his third attack. Man, dang.
Wait. Who's getting attacked?
Jack would be getting attacked right now. I mean, he is getting attacked right now. But essentially, it's landing an 18, but he would be able to dodge it and get a +2 to his AC. But at this moment, that would not work because he used a transformation attack, which takes his bonus action and his reactions for the next turn. So, yeah, Jack is getting hit for a D4 of damage. 3 damage. Mm, 32 on Jack. That's his full health now. The second one is going to wrong thing. This is going to change his mind. 5, 10, 15, 20. 15, 20. It's going to go here. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. And now it is going to that's going to be the layer's turn. As now, and during this layer, let me just turn my vision back to the layer. All right. All I can do is summon another copy, paste on the middle of the drum bridge, the kind of weird bridge. That's all I can do. And so it is now Sebastian's turn. Sebastian is going to Sebastian is going to 5, 10, 15. So he has 15. He has another 30, but he doesn't need to. He's going to make a slash attack. 19, that's a hit. And 2 of these and say goodnight. That's a 10. That's 17. That's dead. Sebastian on a roll with this one. As that is dead. All right. With it dead, with this dead, I'm just gonna move this out of the way so I don't have to keep copying and pasting. Paste. Boop. It's dead, and Sebastian is going to make one more movement, 5 foot forward. Give me a moment. All right, so I think, even though it's pretty abrupt during this combat, I think we are going to stop for now.
All right.
All right.
So, okay. So the two figures on the outside.
Yeah, those are dead.
Okay.
I'm just saving them because like it has the layer ability has like a limitation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you take it away, then what?
Yeah, well then it's gone. I don't particularly need it, but like right now I do because like we're still in combat, and because whenever it summons up another one on this bridge.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. And is Varynx still paralyzed? I mean,
Varynx got free of paralyzation, and on your next turn, you will be free of your binding, your magical binding on your body.
All right. And do I have to make a save?
Nope, you're just gonna be.
All right, cool.
Right out of it.
I get to wreck shit after.
Yep. So, all right. Thank you all for watching, and be in tune for that talking about our characters kind of thing, especially in this weird situation of this world and the context and history that you've all missed. As well, we probably should have thought about this when we were creating the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and I can't wait.
Wait, hold on.
Come back to this combat again.
Okay. I don't know when you're watching this, but good morning or good night.
True. Good morning or good night. Or good afternoon.
Yeah.
We forgot about that. All right.